What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Agnetha Faltskog, and we're turning now to the bonus tunes included on this deluxe edition of Eyes of a Woman 1985. Thank you again to Scott for providing the physical CD. And the first of the 5 bonus tracks is You're There. So I suppose this could have different context. The meaning is clear. You are addressing someone and identifying their presence. Now, of course, that could be physical. It could relate to that presence in a given location. It could be about proximity between you and the speaker and the person being addressed. It could be someone who is emotionally there for another person and thus is supporting them. But yes, there is an identifier of location, whether that is more literal or figurative, and it sounds like this song will be specifically and directly addressed, not speaking about, he was there or she was there, where it might be in someone's head or referring to a third person. So yes, obviously that's just a starting point and it might defy all those hypotheses. Let's give it a listen. This is Agnetha, the tune is You're There, and it's the first of 5 bonus tunes included on this special edition of her 1985 album Eyes of a Woman.
I tried not to see you, 'cause I couldn't take the heartache again. The past was behind me, couldn't compromise, it's never the same. But when we met, lost in the candlelight, and you smiled at me, knew I had to be with you, and suddenly closer to me. Teardrops, I can face another day. I don't know how to tell you, there's so much that I wanted to say. Do you know that I love you forever? I want you to stay. We shouldn't be lonely, but a broken dream shadows away. We're lost in our troubles. When a dream is gone, somebody pays. I never tried counting the memories, leave them all behind. But I can't live without you. Stay with me, please let me find. You're there in the morning, and the hurt is slipping away. And though I laugh through teardrops, I can't face another day. I don't know how to tell you, there's so much that I wanted to say. Do you know that I love you forever? I want you to stay. You're there in the morning, and the hurt is slipping away. And though I laugh through teardrops, I can't face another day. I don't know how to tell you, there's so much that I wanted to say. Do you know that I love you forever? I want you to stay. You're there in the morning, and the hurt is slipping away. And though I laugh through teardrops, I can't face another day.
Very sweet tune. My only question lyrically is about that line. What is it like? I laugh for teardrops? I mean, obviously you can cry because you're laughing so hard, or there's that feeling of like, if you don't laugh, you cry, where like you could go either direction because things are so insane or painful or so on. But yes, other than that, I feel like I have a pretty clear handle on the narrative, or the snapshot or depiction of what's happening. So it sounds like she was with this person, they went their separate ways, maybe he left, but either way, the relationship came to an end. She processed that. It sounds like it was painful for her, but she processed it, put it behind her, and began to move on. But then they seemingly encountered each other. They met each other somewhere, and it sounds like maybe they then spent the night together. They wake up in the morning, and having suddenly him in front of her again, him being there, both like literally in terms of sheer physical proximity, and suddenly like his presence in her life again, she comes to accept that she's always going to love him, and she doesn't want to let him go again. Like, she wants him to stay, and, you know, presumably that can be, like, in a more immediate sense, you know, stay, don't just get up and leave in the morning now, but also stay with me in a longer term sense. And, you know, she's talking about the way that, you know, in the vicissitudes of love, if a dream is unrealized, if you share a dream together and then it doesn't pan out that way, someone has to pay the bill. Like, someone is going to be left with that emotional toll, and she doesn't want to end up there again. You know, she went through that once, she paid it, she processed it, she worked through it, but then now here it is again, and being given this second chance, she wants to make sure that, you know, it doesn't happen that way again. So yeah, as far as I can tell, I don't know if the encounter is chance. Like, when you meet someone, usually that's intentional, deliberate, and perhaps coordinated. But I think here the implication is that it was a bit random, like they just happened to see each other, they met again, wow, you're here, and or I guess you're there, but ultimately then it led to a reconnection, emotional and or physical, and in light of that, now she's come to a better understanding herself of what her emotional reality is, and the fact that it's not just in the past, it's in the present, and will likely continue into the future no matter what happens, and thus she wants him to stay this time. So yeah, let me know if I'm misreading that, but I enjoy it melodically. It's just sweet and smooth, and it's, you know, it's exactly the type of sonic atmosphere you would expect given the narrative as I took it. I do enjoy some different melodic features. There was a flourish in, I think, the chorus where it sounded like it was xylophone, like it had a bit of that struck melodic quality. I enjoy the way that Agnetha's voice like works with the surrounding atmosphere, so it just hit the right feeling that you would expect given what my brain or my ears took as the likely subject matter on a first listen. I'll say it was short enough that it does feel like a B-side or something. It feels like a tune that wasn't given a full, you know, sort of 5-minute run out. I'm going to say that's like 3, maybe 3.5. Yeah, just about exactly 3.5 minutes. So, granted, I mean, there are many album tunes that are that length, but yeah, it felt like it started to fade even though it could have gone one more around, or maybe there could have been one more verse. So, you know, and maybe it's partly because I go into this knowing that it's a bonus tune, a non-album track. But yeah, it kind of feels like a track that like you'd pair with a more, you know, notable single from the album, which is in no way a criticism. I really enjoyed this one. But like in terms of its duration and form, like on a meta perspective, it makes sense to me that this is a B-side or a non-album track. In any case, I'm looking forward to the rest of these. Once again, big shout out to Scott, as well as all those who've been following on and commenting on the solo Agnetha journey, which are a number of folks. But the next time we'll listen to Turn the World Around, which, you know, sounds like it could function on multiple levels. Ultimately, we'll discuss that when we come back. I did laugh. Oh, she's dreaming right now. You can see her pause. But like Luca's dreaming, but like one of her eyes is like slightly open, so she has this like crazy zombie cat look. In any case, let me know what you think, and I'll see you for the next one. Peace.